Gloria, good morning, brown chicken. Trying to chime you into the music. That's howdy. Say howdy. Run the intro another minute. Just say hi. Big stretch, huh? Well, Rick, good morning. There you go. You popped out of the woodwork. Shit, bro. Yeah, man. Oh. About ready to see some chicken here. Tan. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Welcome back. Hump day with Riley. Wait a minute. No, this is a coffee channel.
It is that too.
Morning.
Ooh,
Got to throw that plug in there.
made my coffee way too hot. I nuked it.
Like I do, put ice in it.
I nuked it. I need to go to iced coffee. It's summer.
Oh, I drink hot coffee all year round.
Yeah, I do too, but I just thinking about it, being sarcastic. I do like some iced coffee. When Dunkin' Donuts first came out with it.
I can't stand my coffee. Got to be hot, man.
Yeah. And then, yeah, do your thing, Evo. We'll catch up, man.
Well, those two over there, we can forget them. They don't drink iced coffee, but I do. It's okay.
Iced coffee?
Yeah.
That just don't even sound right.
I think Dunkin' Donuts came out with it. I don't know if they were first or whatever, but first when I saw it, and you could order the big old cup of it and cream and ice, and it was actually pretty good. A lot extra sugar, that's back when I didn't care.
Yeah,
Morning, brown chicken.
a lot of sugar.
One thing to think about, Ray, the British had probably never heard of iced tea until we did it.
I know it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're hot too, huh? Everything.
Who really drinks hot room temperature beer?
No, that's no good.
No, I'm good.
That would take some real getting used to.
Yeah, I think it's a country somewhere used to drink
Germany.
beer.
Germany. Yeah, the Germans used to drink.
Germany, yeah.
Warm beer, room temperature.
Good. Good morning, Ghost.
Warm.
But isn't it cold in Germany?
Huh?
Morning, Eagle Rick.
Just about it being cold.
Yeah. You doing
So
chasing
beer's
ghosts?
cold. Beer's cold.
Hope you're not doing a dirty, crappy job today. I mean, not, but
I drank cold hot chocolate. It's called chocolate milk.
having a great day.
Yeah.
Dave's channel is here. Let's see. Now we have a new logo for Dave's channel. I noticed that the other day, and it's pretty classy. Scarellage, warm beer. Never talk of this again. I know. Yeah. We'd get warm beer in Minnesota and be tying it to the bumper in the winter and finding places, putting it in the air ducts, like in my 68 Mustang. You could open a refrigerator door at the bottom, and you could stuff 4 to 6 beers up in there if the cops ever pulled you over, right? And hide them, and because it was huge. I don't know why. It's big old ductwork and actually had a door on it like a fridge. But anyway, so we thought, well, you can let cold air in. That'll cool your beer down faster, Wind chill, right? Wind chill makes things colder. Let's tie it on the bumper. I don't know if it really makes it colder faster. It's only going to switch as fast as it's going to switch, right, or not?
I mean, I imagine the more it moves around,
Yeah,
the more the molecules can get cooled off. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a physicist.
It's not a problem anymore. It's not a problem in my life. I'd just like to know how stupid my smart thinking was back then. That's all.
If it worked in your head, then it worked.
It ain't any better today either, Mr. Know-It-All. I still get called that, Mr. Know-It-All. Dave, where'd you get your cluck? Yeah, where'd you get your new logo from? Did you make that yourself, or how'd that come about?
While he responds,
James,
the
good morning.
YouTube channel, Josh Elliott, the guy I used to work with down the road,
Yeah.
he's actually looking for somebody to help him make a logo.
Oh. Yeah.
But I think his is going to be for his I don't want to say it like that. His lawn care service.
Yeah.
I don't want to say little like he's like a 15-year-old out there running a push mower or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, we're all important.
Yeah. I didn't want it to sound disrespectful.
Yeah,
In the meantime, Tony and Ezekiel are back out here.
I finally found somebody to make me some shirts. So
Yeah.
it was Abby. She went to track class with Katie at the dealer.
Yeah.
I put that thing on Facebook about, I need shirts because my daughter, I don't know, she got other issues at all. Ain't got time. So she hit me up last night. We got to texting each other. She can do my shirt. She said, I do it for $15. That's kind of cheap, ain't it? $15 a shirt? Because she said shirts cost her $10. I said, what do you usually get? She said, I usually get 20. I said, well, I'll give you 20 for 5 shirts. That's $100.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want you cheap. I don't want you, that's a lot of work.
Good morning, Ray's Moto Life. How are you, my brother?
Is she doing the vinyl press or the screen print?
I don't know what she's gonna do. I wish she would do the screen print, but it's probably gonna be the vinyl. I don't care that much for the vinyl because you got to watch how you wash them. You can't really dry them because the vinyl will get hot and come off. But
talk about and like in the summer, it feels like a barrier and it gets hot. And it doesn't stretch as easy and nice. Like this is older now, and it does crack over time. And I know that's a screen type print thing, but they feel good. You don't have a square around you or anything like that. And
well, my wife's not here and she's not watching, but she burnt my shirts because she's washing with her, and she put some kind of softener in it. Anyway, I told her, do not wash my shirts.
Yeah.
So my last 3 I had made is like stretchy shirt. My daughter made real good. I like to have some more of those, but she washed them and all. I went off on her, and I knew I shouldn't have. But
the what else do they say is a trick? And I'm sure you've all heard it. Turn like these type. Turn them inside out.
I do.
Yeah, with your jeans or whatever, something rough. It's not sitting there, frictionizing everything and tearing up as well.
You know what's funny? My Harley shirts, I washed them and dried them and washed them and dried them, and I ain't ever had an issue with them. I know it's a quality.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh man, they're $40 a shirt." Well, yeah, but there's a reason.
Yeah. So order your own shirts. Ray says they are cheap, but are you talking about just order your own stock shirts and then have your logos put on the way you want to, or is there a place you're talking about that does the whole thing and order it?
Yeah.
Hello.
Abby just lives about 10 miles or so from here. So.
Ray, you can get on Amazon and order a bundle of shirts or 5 shirts for like $30. Your size, you can get if you want the good stretchy shirts, get the 60% polyester, 40% cotton. They will stretch. That's what I wear. The stretchy ones. I do the transfers. I do the low, the things. Yeah. Well, when you wash them with cold water.
Going to Walmart, buy my own Cricket, just do them myself.
Well, you can get the Athletic brand. These are Athletic from Walmart, and they're 60%
Yeah.
polyester. They stretch. They're sweat proof. They're awesome. They're called athletic.
breathe
They're
well.
$4.98 a shirt.
Yeah, but
$5 a shirt.
they don't ever have my size.
What do you need? Like a 3X?
3.
Yeah. You can get them on Amazon though. The same brand you want from Walmart.
Yeah.
Or go on the Walmart app. Just look up Walmart, Google Walmart. You can shop off there, and you can get them from the main place, and you'll get them. But I do the transfers, and I do the heat press. Always wash those shirts separate. I wash mine in just cold water with soap, like with just a little bit of the detergent. I never put any fabric softener or nothing in there or any of that stuff. And
I don't either.
they last forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, 20 or 10, or what'd she say? $10 a shirt. That's expensive, man.
Yeah.
That's high. I get somebody's got to make a
Well, I
profit.
mean,
but-
she got to make something.
Yeah, I get that.
You know.
Like I said, it's if you provide the shirt, you'll get out a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but she's going to charge me $15 a shirt and print, the whole 9 yards. And I told her, I was mad. That just sounds cheap.
Well,
And
15, for someone to do actually do the press or whatever she's doing, they have to put it together, the logo, they have to use their equipment, their computer, all their stuff. Yeah, it's not bad, 15 a shirt if you're just buying for, say, just for yourself to wear. Now, if you wanted to buy, 100 shirts, to sell or something like that, I would completely suggest you, call a company that will give you a good deal, something like that. But if you just want 5 or 6 shirts for yourself, I definitely $15 is not bad. And now, if I was going to say, now for me, if I went and say, okay, I want 5 T-shirts of my own logo so I can wear myself, I would actually, this is just me. I would pre-buy the shirts, order them, and then I would give them to that person, and then see what they would charge just to slap the logo on there. That's me though.
They also sell presses, and they're like,
I've got one.
5-minute presses or 3-minute presses. You put it in the press, you line it up. They have pre-made stencils and everything.
Yeah, you buy that. You can go on Ninja something Ninja transfers on Instagram or online, or Google it. NinjaTransfers.com. You can do patches, you can do shirts, you can do hats, whatever. You can send them your logo, and they will mail you however many you order, and then you press it yourself. Ninja Transfers is pretty reasonable, and that's one of the best companies I've seen that will make your logo, and then they mail you however many of them you want, and then you can press.
And then after like 3, you take it off the press. You let it.
Well, you cool it. You got to let it cool. You don't pull it off hot.
3 seconds, and you peel the plastic off, and that's it.
Actually, I've got one of those. I've got a blower, like a handheld. And after I press it, and then I go up, I take the little air blower and I blow it cool, the shirt cool. Then I peel it, because if you peel it hot, then it'll come off. So
what Brown Chicken was saying, that's what I wanted to ask. That and those,
like the hats, I do them. I did this one. These are on there good.
Oh, you did that with the press?
Oh, I do all my hats. I have over 500 hats.
No, but with your own press?
I got my own hat press, my own shirt press, cut press.
That's what I was asking. Does the press mean like it'll do something more separate? It won't be like this big old square sticker that gets
it depends on what you want. If you want like a color image and all that, I don't do that. I don't do like screen print, and I don't have that kind of color computer. I can do colors, but it has to be one simple logo. Like if you just wanted the word, the saying up there, whatever that says above it, I could do that. I've got over 150 to 200 different kind of fonts, different, it can be in heavy metal or highway, I've got like 5 different, road sign, fonts. I have all kinds, Old English to Viking to Celtic to, regular 70s, hippies, whatever, bubble letters, all that. I can do all that, and then I can take the different colors now, and I can do it in a color, and then I can do, like, say we laid down black first. Like I spelled out knucklehead in black. Then what I would do is I could take white or red or whatever other color and do knucklehead, but I would downsize it just a tad bit, and then I could overlay it. on
You'll
that
overlay it.
black, and then it would be, black behind the red. I can do colors like that and certain things, but my basic thing is just I do straight, just black or white hats, hats with black letters or whatever color you want. You know what I mean? I can do whatever color.
Nice,
but,
simple.
Yeah, you can do face mask if you have face masks. I can put it on those. I've got a press, but I don't just use that machine. I use it for like my blue jeans when I put a patch on my jeans or the kids' jeans or something. I press a patch on them and patch their hose up or whatever, So I pre-order a lot of patches offline. I can get like a bundle of 30 to 40 patches, different patches, for like $10 off Amazon. And then I can press them on golfing hats. These are expensive hats. I pay like $20 a piece for these hats. But like that one, it just says that, it was
yeah.
So, and then I just press it on, and then they sell real good for like $50 a hat. These golf hats do. So
nice.
But for a regular hat, just a foam. This is just a trucker hat, a foam trucker hat.
Yeah.
I charge $27 bucks, and that's shipping and everything. Because shipping's $7, so I'm not really making a lot after I pay for all the material and all the stuff.
Logistics is a big expense.
Yeah, but now I only pay like $1 a hat because I order 200 at a time, or maybe 75 cents to $1 a hat. But I order like 200 at a time. So
you staying up late a lot, Evil Rick? Is that why? I do too.
But hello, everybody. Sorry.
No.
I'm
we were asking questions.
Talking a little too much. Yeah.
Glad you were here to.
I think I said hello in the chat. And then when Ray got on that, I was like, damn, that's so close to things I do. I'd like to answer that question,
Let's fix this up.
So
that's awesome. I was looking at just some Amazon.
But no, $15 a shirt, Ray. I think that's a good deal. You don't have to do no work. Yeah. You don't have to provide no shirts. But you can get a good bundle of shirts any way you want them.
Where the hell that thing went now?
I mean, you think even like that 3 deal for $30, that's awesome, dude. 3 shirts for $30. That's what I was saying.
60% quality and 40 cotton.
Yeah,
you want all these.
Yeah, you want to get the polyester. To me, that helps when I'm hot outside because I get real hot and sweat easy. So it helps me. It ain't 100%. Cotton's heavy, man. Cotton is heavy.
60%. There's like a big order. I don't know how many is in there, but.
Hello, Evil Rick.
So you're looking for stuff for yourself or to put on your channel to sell to subscribers, right? What are you looking to do, or just having with you when you go places? You can.
Yeah, I just want 5 new ones, so like I can take the BAM. But when I get my 5, I'm not going to wear them. My other ones I wear all the time.
Yeah,
these I'm just only going to save when I do, BAM, bike week, stuff like that.
You just want to get like large. Probably extra large type ones.
I bought some one time and kept one, and then gave the rest away, just to do. I wasn't trying to sell anything at the time.
Yeah,
I just asked for one. I'd give them one. I'd take them with me.
I mean, it would if I had them, but it's just a pain in the butt.
And I paid out of my own pocket. And sometimes it's good to do. Hey, just pay. And if somebody you really like, you really enjoy watching, or you follow or you're friends with, say, here, hey, I got a T-shirt. What size you wear? Give them a T-shirt, and they'll support you. It's simple.
Idea.
Just friendships and support.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way I look at it.
Kaylee, my youngest daughter, she made my first one and done a real good job. Nicole, my other daughter, she's been making them, but I can't get her to do it. I mean, I done gave her. Well, I ain't gonna say how much money I've given her.
No matter how old they get, Ray, we still take care of them. Seems like
that's a pretty good.
But, she's supposed to make my logo for my motorcycle trailer. Put Red Grocery Ride on both sides and the back of my trailer. That probably never happened.
Evil Rick made me. That man can make some good transfers for your for outdoor stuff like our windows or glass and things like that. Evil Rick, he's good at that stuff, man.
Yeah.
He made me skull hands, skeleton hands, giving the bird. He made me some with my name and logo or my name and stuff on it, and made me some couple of different kinds. Sent me a whole pack full, man. And I actually took the stencils off and put on my bottom of my tour bag at the bottom of it on the back, where you're looking at the back of it. I've got my name, my channel name on there and everything, and it's still there, and it's been on there for several years, you know. So,
Yeah.
and he did some good transfers for me, you know, and sent them to me, and yeah, he knows what it's all called and all that stuff, but he's good at that stuff.
That's real early.
I forget what he calls his, or what that's called that he does.
Morning stuff.
I forget what those are called.
Yeah.
It's like you put it on the glass and shine it out, like scrape, you know, like smooth it out, and then you peel the paper off. It's some kind of transfer thing.
Yeah, I can't, but being on income, fixed income, I can't financially afford to make a whole bunch of shirts to give away.
Yeah.
I get it, man. I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm on a set base check every month, and that shit don't get no higher.
No, I'm waiting for my second payment from YouTube. I've saved that money. I'm gonna go buy me another GoPro.
I ain't even made enough to actually get a payment. I've only made like $22.
Nice, you got a garage though, great Ray. You can always hustle up a little side work, and
Yeah, you got a good garage. You know what you're doing with the mechanic stuff.
Yeah, but
man, if I knew half of your knowledge, I'd be making a couple $100 a week.
Yeah. Well, I have made up to $3,000-$4,000 a week in there, but I'm tired of doing it. I don't want to get my hands dirty no more.
Yeah,
understand
lost total interest on working on cars.
Yeah,
I got you.
I get that. You've done it your whole life, so
Yep.
you just to the point where you're like, I don't want to look at another motor. And what's up, Key Fob? Morning, buddy.
But every month or two, I think I could handle it. That's what I would. That's like me,
Eric,
being at work all day and
morning.
then come here and do it here at night, like as a side hustle or something like that on top of it. I'd just be sick of doing it.
Well, I think if I was in Ray's position, like with the mechanic stuff, he's got everything. He's got all the tools. He knows what he's doing. I think I would, if I wanted a little extra money, I wouldn't be doing any hard stuff like me. Like I would be like, okay, I'll change the filter and all. You know, I can't. You know, dude, you go down here to a 15-minute oil change in my town. It ain't Pit Row. We don't get those name brand. We get John Henry. You know what I mean? That owns his own shop to do it.
Hey, Nana. Good morning.
You know, time you pay taxes, it's like $75 for a 15-minute oil change. It's high. You know, and then you go to Pit Road and it says, $49.99 for a 15-minute oil change. And time you pay taxes, you're paying almost $70. And so you think an oil change, hell, there's $70, $50, where you charge, you know, or change somebody's filter or do something small like headlights or something, you know, a little mechanic work in there. If you don't dive into like major issues like, you know, transmission or motor stuff, you can do like a basic maintenance and probably make you a couple $100 a week. But then you got to worry about being at home and on time to do that. You have to not worry about, you know,
money in oil changes though.
Yeah, then you don't get to worry about, you know, going riding. You got to make sure you're there at certain times and all this crap. And I get it. It's frustrating.
Yeah, depends upon how bad you want it. That's all.
Hello, Robert. Hello. What's the lady's name?
I can do with that. That's Nana Grace.
Nana Grace. Is that what that says? Grace is my youngest daughter's middle name.
How are you supposed to say it, Ray? She corrected us last time and put it out.
Nana Grace.
I knew how to pronounce it right. Now I forgot.
Nana Grace, the queen of YouTube.
I put Ray on the spot there, so if we saying it wrong, he in trouble.
I don't know how. That's why I asked you how it was said, Donna. Nana Grace. Nana. Nona Grace.
I remember you did that.
Like why Nona?
I'm sorry.
Nona.
I'm working on
the
it.
Queen of YouTube.
Okay, Rob's neighbor. That's not new name, but that's so what Rob. So what neighbor is that? Which Rob? Like there's a bunch of Robs.
Cherry is his name. It's his neighbor that that's his channel. And
do we know the Rob that his
very
neighbor?
Well. Yeah.
Is it Shadow or the other one?
No, No.
No, different
Rob.
Rob altogether.
Yeah.
Completely.
Oh, okay.
He's been here for several months, I would say.
No, I've
and-
seen him in the chats. I just didn't know which
Yeah.
Rob he was
Not
neighbors with.
affiliated.
Separate one. Yeah.
What's that, Sick?
Not affiliated.
No.
Oh,
No.
not that Rob, not
No.
Shadow. So is
Uh-uh.
it Robert then? Hey, I seen the
Carol.
chicken farm yesterday. I was going to say something to
Yeah.
to his wife. Farming. I don't know her
These days
name.
are really tough. I have my own shop as well. We're getting oil and filtered, and then half an hour to do an oil change correctly. You just can't do that for much less than $80 to $100
Yeah,
anymore.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, normal oil change, I was getting $65. Lexus's and all, where it takes 8 quarts, I'd get 100.
No, no. There you go.
But by the time you buy the oil and the $20 filter, you still don't make. It's still not worth making it because you got
No.
to store the oil. You got to pay the guy to come and pump the oil.
Yep.
You don't make no money on oil changes. Oil changes is more of a courtesy deal. That's why when you pull up to a quick lube, they try to sell you everything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where they make their money. Air filter, cabin filter, belt, whatever, windshield wiper.
Yep.
I've
Exactly.
been playing with my setups, my GoPro setup.
Yeah. Wow.
I've got a couple more lights coming. I've got one that blinks red
Yeah,
and lets
man.
people know I'm recording.
That looks really freaking good.
I've been
man.
ordering some new stuff, some new gadgets, man. I got me a new bar.
Yeah.
I ordered this, and it came with this too. This is a double. You can stack
What
on
is
top
some
of
of
each
that
other.
stuff? What's that one that you just pointed to?
This one,
Opposite.
it's a phone.
Oh, I see.
Uh,
Claim
Selfie
for your
stick.
phone. Got it.
And this one came with this one, and it actually goes on top, so it's a double. Like I did it so I could do the
Yeah.
external battery and then run my phone, and that way I don't have to carry the battery in my pocket. I can just have it here. But then I got this side for like my 360 if I want. But these little things, I've ordered these like a couple years back. They're pretty
Swivel?
neat. I've got no, you click that little red button,
Yeah.
and there's
Quick
3 to
release.
a box. You can put them on this or your motorcycle or car, wherever
Yeah.
you're going to hook your GoPros or whatever. And the point of it is you click that button and twist. It's magnetic. So your base stays there. See what I mean? Your base
Yep.
stays.
Yep.
And then you
And
got
then,
your GoPro or whatever Insta3 connected already, so you can take it off.
That's the way to roll.
Magnetic
Yeah, you
clip
ain't got
in,
time to be
lock.
sitting there doing all this every time.
Yeah, you don't have to do all that. You just push a little
Mhm.
button, it's magnetic, and it unlocks it, and you pull it off
Yep.
and stick it on your other one. So, but I've just been messing with some things. I'm fixing
And
to do
that's
some
basically for walking around or tripod or whatever,
for
right?
public videos. Yeah, I'm fixing to
Mhm.
start doing some other videos, bringing to my channel.
Sounds fun.
So,
That makes some cool content. Chasing Ghost
Yeah.
says, I do my own service. Trucks, bikes, all of it. Ain't paying Harley Davidson $680 for an oil change and a
yeah, that's
glance.
crazy.
I,
You can get all the stuff for what, $1.25, $1.30, and do it yourself.
Yeah.
It depends on what oil you get, I guess.
filter or funnels as well.
Yeah. Well, I
That's
mean,
right.
depends on, what kind of oil. Like, I don't buy all their plastic stuff that goes under the filter so it don't get oil. I just stick a 2-liter jug. I cut a 2-liter jug and stick under there, a Coke jug or something,
Redline does that.
and I
You
stick
get
it
all
under
that
there.
in a box and they just give you everything. I quit buying the red line. It's so damn expensive.
Is it any good though? I've never
I
used it.
don't know. Everybody just says it's because it's like Nike shoes and you know what I mean?
Oh no, it's brand brand.
Probably good but synthetic oil is synthetic oil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use
That's the
Mobile
way I
One.
see it.
I use Mobile One in the bike in the night.
Yeah.
I've
And
always
that's synthetic too as well, right?
it's synthetic.
Yep.
Whatever it is, 2050.
I've only used Harley. I've never used like
Mhm.
to be honest, I've always wanted to try that
Yeah.
Amsoil.
Well, there's some
Because-
videos out there that'll talk about what you're talking about, Ray, and
Yeah.
sometimes you know what I mean. You find that you don't have to do some of that stuff.
Yeah.
And,
And well, here's the
yeah,
thing.
and
The
you
reason
can-
I wanted to use the I
Mhm.
wanted to try the Amsoil because I talked to the guy Amsoil Adam that does the rallies and changes oils. He told me for my motor being an old motor, you know what I mean? And it always had, there's always like a little clicking noise. There's just noise. But he said it would help the transmission and that noise. It would bring it down a little bit, but it's a thicker. I would need the thicker, I guess, or what, or something like that. But he said it's like that oil actually is aimed towards like an older or wore out or used more motor, So, and it's better for that. But I ain't never tried. I ain't got I ain't built the nerve up to pay $15 a quart yet. That's just expensive, dude.
Gregory, is this true? You think that like conventional oil? Are you hearing me, Ray? Just making sure you. Probably not. Okay, anybody else? I was told that when you run synthetic oil, like especially for me, I commute every day and I get stopped in traffic for long times sometimes, and I have to let especially the Harley, let it run a little longer than you really want to, okay? Because they don't let you filter, and that it will help your motorcycle run a bit cooler using synthetic as compared to conventional. So if you're going to be in more of if that's true, then that's what you would want to run in your bike to help save your engine as much as possible. Yeah. Otherwise, conventional is probably just fine for however long you want to. Every 3,000 miles, change it up. Let's see, sick. Rocking on the Muppet Animal. Look today, bash them drums, brother.
Yeah, Robert. Bee farm. That's what I was talking about. Jess, his wife. Yeah. I've seen the chicken farm thing I was discussing, and these people had.
I make a coffee.
Went all out, dude. Like they had a chicken house. Like they had bought a piece of ground that had an old chicken house on it, on the land. And if you know what a real chicken house is, it's a block freaking built, huge, long, And they had turned like the inside of that and for, their hens and all their chickens and laying eggs and all that stuff. And the chickens and the hens or whatever they had in there was just, enormous. And the way they built it was so awesome. I seen it and I forgot to take a picture. I was going to take a picture and try to get it to them. And, I seen it on Facebook and I read their story, and it was just amazing how much money that they had made off their eggs because they had so many, laying hens or whatever. And
morning, Mr. G.
It was just, you got to think about that. You buy land that's already got a big chicken house on it. You turn it into more, for, laying hens instead of just chickens running around. Quit. No. Yeah, Dave, I like that logo.
Sorry.
Nothing wrong with changing. Nothing wrong with changing. You can.
Yes. Great, Mr. G. Hope you're having a freaking beautiful day up there in the mountains. Let's see how many days.
Yeah, I was going to say you guys are getting ready for your ride thing, ain't you? Your meetup?
Maybe. Days till what? July 10th.
Oh, July. I thought it was June.
Yeah. Wow, down to 78. They just fly right on by, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Oh. What did I say? 78?
Baby, you got to go out? You got to go out, kid?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Gotta go.
You got to go? Come on. Relax.
There we go.
Come on, bro.
Mr. G, Nana saying howdy to you. I'm sure you can read that, though. I just like to shout it out there. I know Nana will be there again, and Jim. And you all take the bike down there? Do you trailer? I forgot what you did last year.
Does anyone ever use the suction cup thing for their mount on their bike or on their bags?
I don't trust them. I'll never trust those things as long as I live.
I was just wondering. I ordered a couple of new ones the other day for the car, for the one for the kid's car for her, and then one for my truck.
Every time I've used a suction cup on a windshield or any kind of surface, it's all falling off.
At some point they do.
Well, I usually have to wipe mine
When
first.
you're,
I wipe
when
it,
you're
you know.
doing 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour on the bike, that is not an option.
Sounds good, Mr. G.
Unless everything's completely and utterly most tethered appropriately.
Yeah. So when I was in the boat the other day, Sunday, I had the long selfie stick, and I thought, oh, that'd be cool. Do a real long one up and me doing just to see what it looked like, right? You know, in perspective wise, kind of. And I was like, hey, you got your however, you know, iPhone, what, 1,000 or more, how much ever they cost, and it's just up there on a little clamp, a little $20 stick, and it's not tied up, and I'm like, I could see sick now just freaking having it fit. You got they got shit on there. I was like, oh, I brought it back down. I said, I won't be doing that again.
Yeah.
Like, what was I, you know?
$1,000 phone in the water ain't no good.
You know,
On a $20 stick from Amazon.
Yeah, like at least the one on the bike, it has curved like not hooks, but you know what I mean. It's curved on the edges of the phone, and it's tightened with a lock. You know.
Well, I ordered me one of those. It's a 360.
Yeah.
It's a universal. It's for the phone or GoPro or whatever. It's aluminum metal. You know, it's good, but it's the ball one. Like you do the ball, and it's a 360.
You're like,
they actually have some good clamps though. You can find certain ones that are real good tight that actually screw down.
You know those rubber webs that you can put behind it, you know, and it'll go over this here, and a rubber web.
Well, I always put a rubber band around it, or a hair tie. I put a hair, like one of my kids' hair ties, I'll put around it. But this one here, the one I ordered the other day, the phone clamp, it actually screws down. It literally screws down and tightens the.
I lost my screw on mine, and so I had to order a new one. But
screws.
Yeah, my screw came. I had it on a chef pump one day, and I took it apart, and I guess the screw came out, and you know, like you were talking about on your little aluminum case, you lose one little piece. You're like, that's BS, man.
Yeah. Well, that came with
leaving it loose one time.
Yeah.
And
this one,
the screw's gone, the
tight.
door's gone. I'm like, now I have a paperweight.
But Moto, you would have that boat, dude. You could do a 360 camera and do the selfie. Like if you would mount it, because those boats are awesome, dude. That would be a hell of a view to mount pull your selfie stick all the way out, mount it with another mount, or like a claw mount or something, and screw it in or something. Or you got a windshield on your boat?
No, it's just a little John boat, and then I sit in the back. But you know, I'm thinking like if you could put one on the side and almost water level and get you up to speed, and you know, have a way to keep it, because they're waterproof, you know. And
well, I mean, if you got a 360 GoPro, they're waterproof anyways, right?
Yeah. Until you put
unless you use an external battery or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they're not, you know.
But you can do that. You can seal them up good for like rainstorms and stuff. I wouldn't put it like what I'm talking about.
Water, like waterproof, but I don't think I'd want to drop it in the water. You know what I mean? Even though it says it's waterproof, I don't think I want to just let it fall. Purpose,
no, I throw all my fish back, Thomas. It's a sport. It's fun to go out and do. It's a relaxation. And I used to fish a lot of bass tournaments, and that's what we do. You were taught to put them back, and being from Minnesota, that was a little odd at first. And I was like, well, yeah, it's a tournament. I get that. Now I can't keep any fish. I just like to see them go back. I'm not starving. So
exactly.
I think it'd be awesome to have that fishing like that on a 360 or something, or on a camera period, and have it mounted where, I mean, you get the full action. You don't have to worry about any of the, like sitting there and actually, you know, trying to video it. You already got it hooked up, and then you get back to your computer. Then you can
the water and do their flips, and I can make some stops and slow motions. I've done that.
I mean, once you get in the editing department, you could like zoom in and do whatever you need to do, you know, and slow it down, slow motion of them coming out of the water, you know, and going back in. And I mean, I'm sure you can do that on editing, you know.
Yeah, that's what exactly. That's the only way I know how to do it. And I did that a few times, and So I take it out just in case I get an opportunity to make something because it's a great memory.
Oh, I don't
So
blame
so
you.
much fun. The
Every
adrenaline.
time I'd be on that boat, I'd take my camera.
It's as
Camera's good
as
for
much of a
safety,
high
too.
as going out and riding your motorcycle. I have a hard time figuring out which one I want to do sometimes, you
Oh,
know.
I get it, dude.
And
What
I usually
people
pick
don't
a motorcycle, but
what people don't understand is you can have 2 or 3 people around and they'll tell 2 or 3 different stories of what happened, but the camera never lies. You know, you can always take a camera. You can always record. Always record.
Well, up
There's
here,
no
up
freaking
here,
law saying we cannot record in public. As long as you're in public, you're not on private property, you're
yeah,
allowed to record. And
yeah,
I'm serious. Like, especially if something like you know, going out, you never know when another boat's going to pull up and be drunk or idiots or
Yeah.
whatever. You know, it's a safety net. I'm not saying go around in fear and scared, because I don't.
there you
I'm
are.
just saying it's good to have the objective and the real proof. If somebody was to say, "Hey, then prove it," well, here it
Yeah.
is. You know, you can't lie. A camera does not lie, and I think
Yeah.
that's why a lot of cops don't like cameras. Not all, but some cops, they hate cameras. They hate that people film because they know they can't get away with lying.
There you go. So this is Derek. Derek is kind of new in the chat to me, and I think to maybe other people as well. But I've been seeing him on a few comments and talking
Derek.
to me, and very sociable. And
Yeah.
So-
Morning, Derek.
I just wanted to say howdy to you, brother, and welcome on into the morning coffee thing that we do this just about every
Cool.
morning. So if I'm not, Sick Bastard is, and yeah, so
Morning.
just glad you're here. I'm gonna put your channel up real quick, kind of.
And I just float around like a feather. You never know.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Now John's gonna switch to nighttime. You could tell us the details if you want. And
I don't
then
know.
are you
I
gonna
don't
do-
know. He's.
Okay.
I guess he's
Are
switching.
you gonna
to
do a
the-
morning one
I-
still, like the early morning? Right?
I'm thinking about doing some, but maybe not right at that early. I'm not for sure completely what I'll
Okay.
do. Like I said, we only have 4 ball games left, so softball season's fixing to be done. So that'll kind of free me up, like in the evening times, a little bit more.
Well, those are all
But I
reservoirs.
still like the morning times because I'm an early riser and I get bored, you know.
Yeah.
So I like the early morning stuff. So I probably will keep some early morning shows and then you know, do some late. I'm not for sure. I don't know where my head is on that right now.
Yeah.
And if I do them by myself, I'll do them by myself. It's okay. No big deal.
Let me answer this to Thomas real quick. Those are all freshwater reservoirs that they have, and of course they dam them up. Sometimes they're all kind of connected and whatever. So that's all our drinking water. We're not supposed to. That's why they only let like 9.9 motors on there, and some of them are electric only, and they got a lot of stumps in those. When you know, reservoirs can have a lot of leftover trees and buildings and whatever the hell they flooded. You know, it's going to be down there.
I was gonna say a city underneath it. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's mainly, and then we got river too, and I try not to go in those too much because it got salt. You go salt. You remember I had to place the rear end in my Endeavor. You know, it's a 2004, so backing in and out all the time. My boat, I think I got some brackish water in that rear end, and it rusted out on me. So,
Well, yeah, you're closer to the ocean, ain't you?
yeah, well, yeah, we're right. The ocean's already
Yeah,
like
so
the
you're
James
gonna
River
have some
comes
salt.
in, and that's all brackish. And then we fished the Chickahominy, which is a branch off the James River. It's upriver a little ways, but it's still, you can get crab tugging on your bait sometimes. And you think you're getting a bite.
Wow.
I learned the hard way because Minnesota, we don't have crab, you know. Down here, you're like, oh man.
Morning, Jessica.
That's what that was. Yeah, good morning, Jessica. Sorry. Yeah, she put out a nice 10, 11-minute video, her taking care of her chickens. But anyway, here's Derek's channel. I'm sorry I didn't get to got a few videos out there. And
Take his name off the screen there, his comment, so I can see the. There you go. Thank you.
oh yeah. What is this? It says hello. Says I'm glad to make it here. I'm going to be uploading videos of gaming material, mostly likely soon, and I'd like to upload stuff for music, drumming, etc. but the copyright overlords won't let that. Yeah, man, we've had plenty of good talks about that. So good luck with however that works. If you don't,
Yeah.
yeah,
You can get AI to cut it out or, edit it, but it
you're
just
welcome in, bro.
a lot of
Yeah,
people.
welcome in, Derek.
Oh yeah, welcome. A lot of people they use a lot of that stuff now. They allow it to go in and allow it to do it itself, and
Yeah.
cut the music or chop it down or chop it out, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never play music in my videos, so I don't know how it works. I never really got into playing music in the background and stuff while I'm doing things.
Yep.
I mean, I never really. I don't know. Some of the music that YouTube allows is some of it's like really funky, like. And then there's some good music, but then they only let you use like 30 seconds of it, so you don't really get to use what you really
Thanks
want.
for coming in, man. I appreciate you.
Is he heading out? He's saying
He's going to that evil 4-lettered word.
What? I got that coming up too, man. You're not alone, okay? Let me tell you, you're not alone. But a check-in and saying howdy is fantastic. Hope to get to know you a little better.
And that's what I was doing.
Welcome to come up here and hang out and say something and introduce yourself to people too as well at any time. Or come on every other day, whatever. It's pretty much an open thing. So,
and that's what I wanted to do. I got off. I was fixing to cook, and I heard Ray talking about the shirts, and I was like, "Man, that's something I kind of know in the field of a little bit. Not an expert, but just a amateur."
You got experience with it. That's
well, like I said, it depends on what you're looking for, on which route you want to really order for. But like I said, though, he just wants some for himself, like 5 or so.
Yeah,
I would totally do the same thing if I was him. If it was me in that position,
all right, bro.
$15 a shirt made, someone else making it, and if it's actually good work, like really nice work, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
So
well, what you put into your channel and your quality and stuff like that'll be, I think that's all a helpful thing. You know what I mean? If you're able to do that, not everybody is able to do that.
Okay, but I'm gonna jump and get back in there and finish my sausage.
Yeah, bro.
Stuff.
Yeah,
I
thanks
just
for
wanted
your
to
time,
and say hello to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody, good seeing you. Like always, Moto, Ray. I know he's hidden back there, but
okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna still listen in. No,
sounds good, bro.
I just want to jump on and say hello.
Thanks for coming in.
Have a good day. All right.
Take care.
All right, Derek. Be safe, bro. Have a good day. Evil Rick, say yeah. Yeah, we're pretty friendly around here. We're pretty friendly. Let's go take a look at. I like that Jessica's chicken video, so we're gonna put that up for a little bit. Go to channel. That was nice to see you putting content out, by the way. When is the last time Rob has? It's been a little while, I think.
I'm stuck. I got my stuff trapped in CapCut jail.
CapCut jail? What's that?
I got to renew until I renew next month. I can't release anything.
Huh?
Yeah, it's annoying. I was pissed.
Different. There's where I got through. I got to this point. It's like out doing the daily chores, right? For chicken. And they're a lot of work, really. I mean, they're simple, but you still got to know your stuff. Especially when they get broody. And then she actually raises the chickens. She hatches them, got roosters, the whole works, I believe. And like my daughter, she just has hens. That's it. And like 6 of them. And that's what she's able to manage right now. So, yeah. And that was some certain kind of feed, I think. I forget. What kind of feed did you call that was good for them? And for whatever reason, I forgot what you... Yes, she does. Yeah, let me put the link out there for you, Nana. Just take me a second here. I had it up and then. Yeah, something I was going to pass on to my daughter, what you said too about the feed.
Moto, can you post Jess's link, please?
Yeah, I just got it out there. Just,
Oh, sorry.
had to go find the list, put it up.
Yeah, I know.
Rob says, I've been using AI for all my music, so I don't have to worry about any issues paying for it and getting really good at the prompts. Can produce, what did he say? I'm going to turn that down.
Amazing music.
Yeah. So somebody told us that you can get copyright. Now, this is way when it first came out, Suno, by using that on your videos. I don't know if it was Dave from Dave's channel or somebody. I haven't had an issue with it using any of it. I don't use it that much of the intro for this. And I know, is anybody having any issues with it? Apparently, Carrie's not. Rob's neighbor?
Yeah.
No. See you, Mr. G.
So long, Mr. G, yeah.
Don't work too hard today, man. Or work just hard enough that you have to. How's that? So, yeah. Let's get up to some chicky chicks here. Look at them little guys. You can hear them. Those are adorable. Yeah, man.
Just wanted to fall on my head.
Here we are. Bingo. Yeah, I suppose if you got a rooster and you can still use the eggs as long as you get them soon enough before they start developing, right? Oh, did you see that? She gave a little.
Ooh, fresh.
Broody. She protecting. Is that what you would call broody? Broody actions? Yeah. I'm trying to learn, guys. So if I'm way off, I'm way off. Fermented chicken feed. That's it. Fermented, like for their stomach's healthy bacteria and stretches your feed cost. That's what I want to relay to my daughter. Use pellets. Do you? Do you use pellets? Yep. There we go. Cool. All right. We got to have our daily dose of chicken knowledge. Chickens are important. Believe me.
All right. I lost them again.
I've been interested in them, that's for sure. When they puff up, they are broody. Is that what they were doing? They call them egotistical chickens, right? Hey, they're just doing their instinctive thing, right? Thank you for sharing. Oh, absolutely, Jess. That's what the thing is. And like Nana, you got Wrench too. You want to drop on a link from one of your videos. Just, you know how to do it. Hit the share button. Bring it on over here. Drop it in or ask me to do it. These short shows I do in the morning before work, sometimes I get a little pressured and can't get them myself. But any and everybody, like Rob, you too. You got anything? You haven't done any more lives lately, huh? Really using the CapCut. I tried a few other programs and they just don't work with my brain. Yeah, that's why I like simple, really simple. I still use a simple program. Gives me about 4 layers of different things I can stack together. And if that ain't enough, I get it where I want it, run it, and stack some more on top and put it through the editor again. And that's very rare. Very rare. So why CapCut is a free program, but you're in CapCut jail because what? Did I miss what you were saying?
Yeah.
Renewal?
I got some kind of pro option in the edit, and it won't tell me what edit it is. So
oh yes,
I can't remove it. So I don't know what the deal is.
There we go.
I mean, I could do. I don't even think I can do free stuff because I'm kind of all jammed up. like with memory and stuff. And
Yeah.
I already have one ready to export. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I keep your
I could probably try to do a free one or one with less edit options, but I don't know.
yeah.
It's annoying. It's annoying having to like tiptoe.
I'm sure. There's Nona. I got your channel link all the time, but if you got a specific vid to share, send that link as well. See, I keep that one like this one. I keep that all in a notebook with everybody else's so I can cut and paste your channel out and name it. You know, it's Nona Grace. But this is her channel, and she does daily vids, daily. You see, there's a red line that pretty much have hit up most of them. This one looks like I did a miss. They're hard to catch every day, but I get quite a few of them here. And she got chickens too. And if you got a good chicken vid, always post it out. You usually hear something about the chickens on her channel quite often. What time we got? 10:26. I'm still good for a little while. Good morning, Connie. Did I say good morning to you? Did you see the little baby geese I got caught the other day? I was like, dang, I take that stuff for granted. I see them out fishing all the time. I don't think nothing of it. Is Ray still here? Yes,
Yeah.
you are. Okay. Oh, sorry, Ray. I didn't mean to. Well, I was just like, dang it. So quiet. I hadn't heard you in a while, and I had the screen share up. I lost you. I lost track. Yeah.
I'm just listening.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I can get a word in every now and then.
You can, man. Just you get our days, man. If it gets too quiet, I just try to keep going, and murmur. I'm murmuring.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think. I came up with a real good idea for a video last night, and I'm sitting here. I can't think about what it was.
Damn,
That's
yeah.
why you gotta text yourself or write it down.
I know, right? The moment I think about it, that's what I need to do.
Yeah, that's what I have to
You
do.
dream something at night and you think, oh, I'll remember that. And then later, by like 5 minutes later, like I can't
Gone
even
forever.
recall.
Yeah, me and Katie was talking about something last night. I said, that'd make a good video. And I should immediately
What's that?
Ask
wrote it
Katie.
down.
Sure. Text Katie. Ask her.
She can't remember no more than I can.
Yeah, between the both of you, maybe you'll be able to remember.
Yeah, we both losing our minds. So
I'm right there with you. I'm not far behind.
Ray saying, sorry, Ray, I talk a lot. Yeah, I was glad to have you on, though, bro, man. It's all good.
ain't no
Carry
problem.
it real well. Says, I would love
Think of that to talk about.
They are really mean then. Yeah, I see them out on the water a lot, Nona, when I'm fishing, and I just don't fish as much as but I've had experience with them, and they will start squawking and get pretty mad if you're getting close to them. But those that I had the other day, they were chill. I stayed stealthy and nice, and they gently went across and took their chicks or their whatever goslings to the other side, and then they came back. So, but they just love their little families, I guess, and put up but I haven't had anybody chase me down yet out there, and I make sure I don't throw my lure in their direction. They were cute, so I just got to enjoy them. Rob says, my neighbor has a rooster that would come into my shop every day and just stand there and cock-a-doodle-doo. I'd walk up to him and he would just let me pick him up. That's really great. I like that. I saw you on your video this morning too, Ray. You chilling outside in the chair by the motorcycle, which was real peaceful. Nice introduction too, by the way. I'm glad you do more of those. I've tried that a few times as well and enjoy it, but they just it takes time to do that,
I try to think of different things,
Yeah, freshen it up. I like it. It's great. And you see, you got to see Hazel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you did your thing down the driveway that we always see, and then you cut off and you waited till you got to some new road and just kind of different techniques have given us different scenery. And
Those
Yeah.
nice, that road is really nice paved like that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, same old, same old. You know, start off, go down driveway, go down the road, and then, you know, I mean, I'm trying to change things up some.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody seems to enjoy me going down the driveway, so.
yeah, well, if you're getting bored with stuff, you know that there are probably other people at times that you're probably thinking, well, they're probably getting bored with it too, you know. So
Yeah.
whatever it is, just creative juices you're trying to get out and express. That's what the YouTube is
Yeah.
for. You know, and,
I have no fresh ideas. I mean, just
you know, just changing them up and doing them a different way and having fun
Yeah.
with it. And if you're having fun, we feel that, I think, through your videos that you're having a good time and you see something new, like, oh, look at Ray's doing. He's doing this. I've never seen him do that before.
yeah.
And that's great. I said, Evil Rick says there's a couple Canadians, geese and a couple green heads that are hanging around on the lake. For the you talking about are those mallards you talking about? I would imagine.
Yeah, I guess.
And see, my best rooster is so chill and sweet. My silky rooster is a butthead. Silkies, you know, they got to make up for their size, right? Is they're kind of a smaller bird. The silkies, we got one silky. Sometimes their little poofy head gets so much feathers it covers their eyes. They can't even see where they're going.
It's great.
And when they're molting, they get pretty damn scraggly looking, don't they? Hey, you, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Good morning.
Morning,
Does
Crystal.
that pay for the yeah. Crystal in? All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Rob says I pay for the pro version of CapCut. I feel that it's worth the money.
Yeah. It's hard to pay for it when you don't have the money to pay for
Yeah, that's the difference. I know. That sounds like a good plan until gotta
Yeah.
pay for the shit. Sorry. Didn't mean to curse, but
it. Annoying. Hate paying.
let's see. I use that Adobe. I'm probably tired of hearing it, but I use the Adobe RU. It's like says RU on its Rush Premiere, and it's not the Adobe Premiere, the real fancy program that does so much. It takes a long time to learn, unless you're super smart.
Like, I don't understand why I can't just buy a program
Mm-hmm.
and then use it forever.
Yeah. Well, that's how they used to be. They were programs. Now we have apps that you rent out because they can, and it kind of helps in a way because they update stuff. And then if they're updating a new Windows or operating system, then they're not compatible no more. So when you bought a program, you'd spend $1,000 for Adobe, and in 2-3 years, you'd have to buy upgrades. $200-$300 upgrades, and then they change the operating system, go from Windows 7 to Windows XP to
Yeah, I get it.
going now we're up to Windows 11. So the apps make sense, I guess, and renting is pretty cool. It's okay. It is
It is what it is.
Yeah. Do geese have to have a separate house from the chickens? Good question. Let's find out. We're going to find out. I know we will. Let's see. Good morning, Crystal. I'm driving. I saw a toad on the road the other night and made my son move it off the road. A toad. I'm guessing. Not somebody's tote. Right, Carrie? Wannabe says, I think they should be separated or a large space, not kept too close with the chickens, but honest, I'm not sure. Haven't looked into them too much. But your experience tells you one thing and probably pretty close. See, I found the bellies for most of those eggs. Good morning, Krista. We found out I shared your little video on my Facebook page. These videos and YouTube videos I find sharing on Facebook of y'all too don't do nobody even really likes them, looks at them, does stuff. I quit even sharing the thing to the destination like this live because nobody really sees them. That's what I found out. Anyway. Sometimes it's hard to step out of the box and bring different topics to the channel. Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that Leia? That's Leia.
Yeah. As far as making videos and stuff, Ray Moto. You gotta remember to say Ray Moto because when you got two Rays in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Ray. Ray G. I call you Ray G. That sounds like raging.
Yeah.
Ray G. Ray G is raging. Says, I have the Adobe Premiere, but I have it forever. It is Adobe 10. So you have the actual Premiere. That's the big program where you can do. That's a lot of work to do. Like for me, for doing simple, fast things. It took me more time and effort to use that than it did the what you'd call the dumber downer version, which works for me. It's probably great once you know how to use it and get it set up right. You're probably pretty efficient with it. DaVinci Free gets free updates. Yes. You know, it took too many resources. I know we talked about it before, Evil. You probably remember on my computer. By the time I had it downloaded and then it take the memory that it uses and the space. And if you got a great computer, that's a great program. Mm-hmm. We all have our personal preferences, right? What works well.
Yeah.
See, I'll have stuff about beekeeping real soon as well for you. Yeah. And I guess the 2nd and 3rd of the next month, I get to go pick up 20 beehives. That's real exciting for you, too. We got a guy on here, Mr. B, right?
Yeah.
Mr. B. He does some bee stuff, too, as well. And everything is bee related. And these two will probably get along just fine. He's not far from me, a couple hours, hour and a half. Como, North Carolina. Oh, yeah, because people fear what someone will be saying or judge us on. Yeah, it's hard. And then some subjects you talk about, people will laugh at you. I know, Ray. I've heard you talk, and I'm like, that doesn't make for a comfortable environment, especially on what do you call rabbit holes and conspiracy theories. And it's like that's the stuff you kind of almost rebel against, yet people are, laughing at you or doing this or that. What you got to be a big boy when you talk about those things, that's for sure. But still ain't a comfortable environment. I just avoid talking about what I think. Some of those deals. Nona says, I'm not good at editing. Good thing Jim understands the computer stuff. Well, it's in the family and you're getting it done. Yeah. If he knows what's going on, that's awesome.
I was just getting a roll going, and
you can work with proxies. Edit in 1080 or 720 or even in 480. Well, that's interesting. And then when you put your final product out, you can still beef up like once you reduce resolution, can you get it back? Or maybe I'm missing what you're saying. Seth, good morning. Gosh, dang, that's a couple mornings I get to see you. How you doing, brother? Glad you come by to say howdy anyway, man. Definitely. Well, you even got the spelling down. Good job, Evil Rick. So that's what I do. Moderates. Rob, neighbor, I hear you. I had to go a month or two without the pro version. Full-time single dad, always broke.
Yeah, well, that's why I was doing everything on the free version, and then all of a sudden this time it's like, nope, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, closing shop. Go find something else for a while. Give me a rest, right? Yeah. Still working on your editing skills. I found a great app, but it costs money. And I don't put enough content out yet. I get it. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's why I wasn't doing. That's why I was like paying for the app is like I'm like dumping $20 on something that I don't like. If I was doing a video every other day, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is worth it.
Okay. Well, if you're using with us, reducing and using smaller files, then like your computer won't lag during the time that you're pushing it around, and then once you're done editing, it grabs from its original source all its higher quality video, and then you can edit it. That would be nice if that's what I'm thinking. Because like mine, I can only do 1080p with 30 frames per second. If I go to 60 frames, I start having problems in editing and spinning and slowing down and having to wait, 5, 10, 20 seconds to do the next move. And then sometimes it'll crash the program. So yeah, 0 editing skills. You guys get everything raw and uncut. Then there's not a damn thing wrong with that whatsoever. Editing is kind of like a piece of art that you use, that if you find it fun and want to do it and you're trying to present something, is great. Raw has a whole nother aspect to it, and is exactly what it is. It's raw, and
That's how I started out.
nothing wrong with
Nothing was edited when I first started. I didn't edit anything. It was all uncut in one shot.
I remember you going down the first few times, seeing your videos and just hearing you and seeing you, even though we couldn't understand you very well, was great to see, and that was exciting. That's what made it, the raw version, really great. But you wouldn't want to see that every time on that with this wind noise type stuff, but not editing every little dead spot or whatever. Like you might be talking about, Crystal. Not too important. It's part of what you're doing out there.
Yeah.
Just like watching Jessica. She did the whole thing and washing the bucket. Here's what we're doing. You got the real time. Pretty much like doing a live. If you don't edit, really. Key fob, yes, you dropped out quite some time ago. I'm trying to edit with the proxy, and the computer is working less. Thank you, Evil. Okay. That's a good point. And it'd be fun to do, like sometime. I wouldn't mind doing like a live and doing a screen share and doing editing if anybody would ever be interested in that. I don't have many skills, but at least you can get the rough idea if you're not a fancy editor. Like Rick wouldn't gain much from me, but maybe Nana would, or Crystal, or whoever. We'll go through basic editing stuff, real simple things that could be helpful. You never know. Be fun to pass on the knowledge. I like doing that. So you go from computer to Handbrake, then to upload to YouTube. That sounds good. I don't know what Handbrake is, but I know what Handbrake is, just not in the terms with the computer and the uploading. It's Handbrake to, okay, see, there we go. All it does is lower the bit rate, which I record all my stuff in a high bit rate as well.
Yeah.
So it'll lower the bit rate while you're editing. That's weird that it can do that and then regain its quality when it's done. Be fun just to do it with you, yeah. And we'll try it sometime. I'll just do a late night or a weekend and just throw it up there and see what happens. People come in and they'll either talk to each other in the chat, or they'll get involved and ask you some questions and learn stuff, or teach me something, because Mr. Know-It-All don't know crap, really. It's just an illusion. So use Handbrake because my net is so slow. Yeah, you're really talking freaky deaky gibberish right now. You know that. You catching any of that? Anybody? Ray, sick?
No.
No, but it's okay. Like old Mac would say, just talk amongst yourselves.
Talks amongst yourselves.
Yeah. I miss old Mac today. I hope he's doing okay. He got flooded, like he had a pond.
Yeah.
A flock of geese could land in his yard, no problem. Yeah. It's a program that lowers the bit rate so upload faster, doesn't do anything while you edit. After you're done, you run it through and it lowers the bit rate.
Oh, well, that's cool.
sounds like some real helpful. Possibly, let's look into that deal, especially if you were using a like 4K or something, or I was trying to do 1080p with 60 frames. I could essentially edit and get the same results, but use it editing with smaller files and then restoring it to its original. That's the thing. People watching in public is really big right now. Go to a bike night and people watch the video of it. Yeah. Yeah, live action, being right there. Bike shows, whatever. I'm sure Daytona, like that's like, when that comes around, everybody's, especially now, live, and there was more lives this year than any other time on doing like Daytona. That's why it would be nice to see more at Forgotten Angels. I was glad you did what you did.
Yeah. Well, I just talked to my youngest daughter, Kaylee, and she said, I'll make you shirts for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, I do 5 of them for about $50. That's just the material. I'll do them for free. It's just the material. I said, okay.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful. Yeah. See, watching people in public, I already read that, didn't I, Ray? Well, I got to leave pretty soon here, like right about now. There we go. Okay, I'm going to.
Yeah, I need to get a shower. I'm going to go ride and do a video today.
Let's see.
Maybe. I might just enjoy today.
Okay, that gave me your. Oh, did I hit the wrong? Oh, I know what I did. I hit your 3 dots instead of actually hitting the link. Oh, I'm tarded. There we are. I'm just going to show you what this is. Quick flash. There we are. Handbrake. Reasons you'll love handbrake. Let's look into this, whoever wants to. We'll see if it's something we can figure out and use and apply, because this would be neat. Check it out. All right. Thanks, you guys. I got to head out.
Take care, everybody.
Don't be good. How does it go, Evil Rick? I know you're going to leave it there. I know you're going to leave it in there for us. Be bad. Remember to be bad. Whatever it is.
Be bad.
I was watching all those. We old Mac had a pond. Yeah. I was trying so hard not to leave a comment about wanting to go swimming. Yeah. You can do some wading anyway. I bet he had some 6-8 inch depth of some places. Yeah. All right. Ray, good to see you. Jessica, Crystal, Evil Rick, Nona Grace. Thanks for all stopping by. Hope I didn't miss nobody who's listening, but be bad. At least don't get caught being good. See you all later. That's
right. All right.
The quote of the day. All right. Peace and love. See you guys.
Have a wonderful day.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone, for having a wonderful coffee with me, man. It is much greatly appreciated. I think we started the day off right. So, just love on your peeps. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your family you love them. And just go out. Have the best day you can. Spread it out there. We'll see you again soon. Bye.